Now, Montezuma has declared war on Teddy in the last video. This is a big deal, because if he's even able to take like 2 or 3 cities away, he's shown us that he knows what's going on in the Pacific, he knows about all those islands, he already has a city on Australia and Indonesia, so he might be able to just kind of blob out here.
Blob out referring to kind of just getting massive and taking a bunch of cities. I don't know why I've always used that term. It doesn't make any sense. A lot of people get confused by it. Blobbing out, I just imagine this big blob eating another big blob, and that's why I say blob out. Anyways, so he's attacking. He's got a little naval invasion off of, like, what is this, Virginia? Basically, Virginia, Georgia, all along the coast here. The problem is that there's a few cliffs here that's gonna kind of make this a little bit tougher on the AI. Didn't think about that. Again, we've been learning a lot about the AI decision making. I didn't get to really talk about this as much in the earlier part of the series because I was just kind of losing my mind with all the chaos that was taking place. But now that we're kind of slowing down, we're at a pretty good pace. We are starting to see how the AI makes moves and hopefully see ways to improve the AI in future DLCs and patches and things like that to Civilization. The cliffs probably here's the thing. AIs have always been terrible at naval invasions ever since they introduced the hex-based system inside of Civ 5. So the cliffs probably make it so much worse. They've never really been too successful at naval invasions, and I think these cliffs have got to be probably a pretty bad thing for the AI. Let me go see what Sumeria just founded and Japan. Sumeria, I imagine, went after, the Arabian Peninsula. This is a really smart choice. Gilgi should have gotten this way earlier. Let's not forget about the other conflict that's taking place in Eastern Asia between China and India. So it looks like Gandhi was able to reinforce with Avaru. So I don't think anything's going to come out of this time around because that should be enough to kind of defend, even though, oh yeah, look at that. I mean, they already took a few hits out of the Crouching Tiger and this knight. So China, you're going to have to go back with your tail between your legs because that was not successful, but you're kind of close, kind of. They still have this pilgrimage going on. They're not even really spreading their religion at all. They're just kind of chilling with them. Okay, Japan, where did you find another city? Japan, incredibly enough, colonized Madagascar last time around. So random, very, very random. But what else is open for Japan to colonize? Someplace in, wait, where is it? It's not there. Okay, it's not the Japanese mainland. It's probably right in front of my face. Everyone's screaming at me right now. Drew, it's right there. No, I don't know. Did I see it? Okay, this is actually starting to bother me. Where there it is. Bam. Oh, I figured they weren't going to do it. Non-Civ 6. Okay, so there's canal cities are really tough now in Civ 6 because you need so much land to put districts and things like that. So a canal city right here along the Panama Canal would really hurt. Even like I've done it before on a TSL Earth map in my own games. I think when I was playing as England, and I just sacrificed it. It was a crap city. It was such a bad city, but I wanted to be able to have a canal city. I guess it's a good move for the AI to not do that. Either way, it would have helped because remember Hojo's still at war with Teddy, so that could have helped him. Yeah, this is not going too well because he's all spread out. Interesting that these barbarians keep popping up. I feel like barbarians keep popping up every time a war is declared. I can't tell if it's because barbarians pop up when an invading force is coming in, or if just the AI declares war on a nation when they see that there's like some civil unrest, aka barbarians, something like that. Boom! Look at Norway, man. I'm really enjoying Norway. Norway grabbed Greenland, and pretty much they're gonna reach out and grab Iceland as well. They grabbed Scotland, and they're just continuing to head up north here. I like it. I really, really like it. So tons of Japanese knights just sitting here, waiting to do something. Remember, he's at war with Teddy, but he can't get over here. Oh, yes, he can. He can get to Philadelphia. I don't know how I missed that one, but will he actually push forward? Philadelphia, completely undefended. I don't know. We have seen some pretty interesting blunders here so far, but that's nothing to be surprised about. Anyone that thought that was a big deal really did not watch enough Civ 5 AI-only battles, to be honest. I still haven't been able to confirm that there's any sort of huge... I mean, this stuff was a part of Civ 5, so wasn't not a big surprise at all to me. And remember, we're also playing on Prince. That does help. So this is weird, and I don't want to say anything yet because I really, really hope this game does not crash. But when I played on anything higher than Prince, I think I played on Deity, the game would crash and be like unsavable by like turn, like 100 around there, turn 100, 125, something like that. But when I played on Prince, it was fine. So I'm wondering if like the bonuses that some of these, some of the AIs were getting on higher difficulties was too much to calculate. I mean, this is a huge map with, a lot of civs, with a lot of cities and a lot of units, and maybe just like the added bonuses that the Deity AI gets might have been just too much. Maybe that was it. Yeah, Cleopatra certainly has definitely defended her capital a little bit more here, so she's looking much, much better. I don't know what the Congo is deciding. The Congo, I'm noticing a lot of people, a few pretty big nations. Oh, nice job, Spain. That's a smart move. A few pretty big nations with like no military, which is odd. Really weird. So Spain is going to grab, I'm guessing here, but I don't know. I mean, on the marsh tile, that's not too bad. Are you attacking Lisbon, or yes, you are attacking Lisbon? No, they'd be under siege. No, I don't think they would, because, well, we don't know. Because you were pillaged, I'm assuming, yeah, you've got to be attacking Lisbon. Or they could be a suzerain. Do we have any confirmation on that? Spain is, okay, so Spain did settle next to Egypt and the Congo. Toledo, that's a smart move. Did Greece ever settle? No, I don't know what Greece is doing, but Greece is struggling. They're in their own world right now. Greece is doing their own thing, struggling their own way. Now, France looks really powerful, but keep in mind, these are archers, warriors, and this is turn 230. So France is not as powerful as it might seem. Let's see. Yeah, the Aztecs are starting to retreat again. Well, we'll see about this force. It was never a good idea to navally invade. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was kind of funny that they were trying that. And here we go. Japanese knights going to move in on Philadelphia. Lots of rough terrain, though. That will not be easy. That will not be easy. Norway, you going to settle up there in the ice? Or maybe they're going someplace else. We don't know. There's still this island north of Japanese mainland. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Oh, it's time. It's time to spread Taoism to the Japanese. That's clearly what the Chinese are thinking, I'm guessing. No one settled on Hawaii. I figured that was going to be you, Montezuma. Look at that. Another settler. He doesn't even need to win this war with Teddy, and I think he's going to be doing so well. So well. Okay, so I can reveal a little bit of information. So I think I've mentioned this before. I'm viewing as Brazil, basically. It's a little bit different now. Japan has declared war on Brazil. That's interesting. It doesn't work the same. I don't have a submarine out here like I did in Civilization 5, but I still have to view as a certain civ. So I'm viewing as Brazil. I can't remember why I decided to do that, but it was for important reasons, I guess. Anyways, so I was able to look at the technology tree, and Brazil doesn't know everybody. Brazil knows the most powerful people, so that's kind of a good thing. Brazil knows the Congo, everybody in North America, obviously Japan, and a few forces, I think a few countries out here. Anyways, point is, the Congo, at least in terms of the research bar, which keep in mind, the research bar, that's like the tech tree looking down below it, is really like you can't really trust it. I remember Ed Beach talking about it very early on in the development of Civ 6, is that you can't technically trust the icons. They're generally where they are. All I'm going to say is that the Movember was #1 in technology, and he was pretty far out there ahead. Then it was the Aztecs and America tied. So who knows? I mean, the Aztecs might be a lot closer to the Congo. There's really no way of knowing. Next time, we might do a very similar battle. However, we'll include every victory type, because I'm not able to look at the overalls because I only have a military victory enabled. And that usually was due to pulling out the most aggressive AI out of all these civs, but we don't know if that's a thing in Civ 6. So if you put domination only in Civ 5, they would be much, much more, geared towards conflict and war and things like that. We don't know if that's a thing in Civ 6. Maybe it's not. So we'll definitely be doing a ton more autoplays, experimenting with the AI in future scenarios, and definitely return to the same kind of world scenario eventually. But we can get more information if we enable all victory types. We'll see. We will see here. England is about to settle in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Interesting choice there. I do love the colonization. I will say the colonization has been a lot more interesting, and I feel like for the most part a lot smarter. Not so much with Egypt. Egypt is like the one exception, But with everybody else, I think that the colonization has been much better than it was in Civ 5. Love that Japan went out and colonized Madagascar. And I don't really knock Movember for not doing that, because Movember only has a city of, what is this? Mumbumbi? Yeah, I mean, that's only at 6 population. He clearly kind of just settled that coastal city. He never had a coastal city outside of that. He doesn't even have a tile with a sea tile on this coast, so he wasn't even able to build a harbor anytime recently. So I don't knock him for not colonizing Madagascar. I think it's just cool that Japan went out there and obviously is exploring with their navy and things like that. Okay, so looks like the Aztecs will be settling in northwest. I am so bad sometimes with my east and west. I still don't have it down. I swear, sometimes I feel like Patrick Starr sometimes. West? What's west? Yeah, I feel like that a lot whenever I'm looking at maps like this. Wow, okay, so Japan is going after Philadelphia. Problem is, they're doing... Wait, are they still at war? That's the thing. Are they still at war? Hold on, I also want to check. Wow, Teddy got pillaged. He got really pillaged here. That's interesting. I do want to check if... I don't know what happened with Lisbon. I guess they were at war? So we clearly don't get notifications when AIs go to war with city-states. I don't know what happened. What could have happened, here's the thing, I don't know, that's the confusing part, is the southern tile that was pillaged. The 2 northern tiles could have been explained that Felipe had the suzerain over Lisbon and England came in and just pillaged a few tiles. But it's still kind of weird that Spain was within Lisbon territory, kind of just sitting there. Again, if they had the suzerain, that's normal. Maybe they were trying to protect Lisbon, maybe they were trying to invade. Remember, England was not too long ago at war with Spain. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so that's kind of confusing. Anyways, yes, so they did settle here. Where did the Kongo find a new city? Are they staying in Africa, or are they moving up north? They are moving up north very slowly. China's made peace with India. Yeah, figured that was going to happen. Oh, India was starting to move in on China now. They almost reversed that situation. Holy crap, the missionaries are too much, man. Too many missionaries. Far too many. So turn 237, 1630 AD. Things are still chugging along, but I do think things are slowing down. I don't know. I believe I was given like statistics for how long. I think it's going to take about a minute when we get into, each turn is going to take about a minute when we get to turn 300. So we'll see how we do with that. The Aztecs look like they still want more of America, but that naval invasion just went so terribly for them. I mean, it wasn't super bad, but it was still pretty bad. There we go. We actually get to see a little bit of conflict that takes place right here. So that's kind of cool. Is the encampment doing anything? Or did they make peace? I can't remember. Yeah, Japan just doesn't even care about Philadelphia. They didn't even try to attack Philadelphia. And I think, pretty sure Toronto is the suzerain. America is the suzerain of Toronto. I'm pretty sure. They've been like that for the entire game. Unless, of course, the Aztecs made a move, maybe changed around some governments, maybe changed around the envoys, got more envoys than America. It's all possible. It is all entirely possible. All right, so where are we in terms of the Aztecs and the South Pacific? There's more things over here, so hey, it's going to be close. And I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below of this video. Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 now? I think it's kind of obvious. I just would love to know the order that you'd put them in. I think the Aztecs, Japan, America, Brazil, and the Congo have got to be among them. I mean, you might include China, you might include India. I don't know if anyone out of the Eastern European region ended up doing I mean, Scythia's okay, but she's not invading anybody. That's the problem with Scythia, is that they absolutely need to invade forces, and that they don't have very many units. Poland does. Poland looks like they'd have a chance of maybe taking over Russia. Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It would be close. What is this? What is Germany doing? I don't know what Germany's doing. This is Amsterdam, so we have a few troops. Oh, someone went after Amsterdam. I didn't see that either. Man, I wish the notifications told us city-state wars too. That's pretty important. Just to see, like, generally, like, who is going to war with which city-state and things like that. Oh man, the mini map is crazy. Anyways, I do want to talk about my personal picks. It's got to be the Aztecs. I think Aztecs #1, Kongo #2, and I think it's definitely possible for the Kongo. It's hard to say because there hasn't been something super significant that happened. If the Aztecs took a handful of American cities, then maybe we'd be able to say they're doing well. Again, it's all kind of up for interpretation. So at this point, it's really, really tough. Luckily, we're still early on. It's only turned 200, so there's still lots and lots of things to take place. These don't work. Last time I checked on them, they don't work. And I don't want any of that. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I wish those kind of worked, but it's at the same time it's not that big of a deal because what we're gonna do with those in the first place. Obviously, the continents are doing their continental things. Okay, so the barbarians are having a lot of luck over here. They're pillaging through Teddy's lands, and the Aztecs are just kind of rolling over. And well, they're not rolling over. They're not focused enough and organized enough to take a city. Norway's founded a new city. Norway's made peace with Brazil. So I'm guessing wow, you are going to make Japan very upset. This is a really good city though in terms of defense because you got the cliffs here. You've got a few mountain ranges. Will not be easy at all. I don't think Japan can take that. Not on Prince difficulty. Not on Prince difficulty, because I know everyone's going to be asking me why didn't I do deity, but that's why I made the mention that it did not go well. It crashed every turn 100 or turn 150, which I've noticed that too. I played a game as China once, and just higher difficulties tend to not do so well. I've noticed instability when you're playing on higher difficulties, so it makes sense that Prince plays this most smooth because I think that's obviously the default hard difficulty, or I guess the default difficulty. Spain's still colonizing, it looks like. At least they're going to try. England hasn't settled for something yet. Arabia, it's all for the Sahara Desert, man. There's going to be 4 new cities that get settled in the Sahara Desert. What is this stuff that's going on? What is this? That is an antiquity site. Oh, I've been missing those. I was not paying attention to those. Greece is not doing anything. Greece is just, Scythia has declared war on China. All right, so Scythia doesn't, unless they have some sort of secret force here. This is, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to do that well if they try to take this city. I mean, there is a road, it's open terrain. I think a few crouching tigers could get up there pretty quickly. And I don't know what Scythia is doing. Scythia is kind of behind in technology with the crossbowmen and stuff like that. I mean, kind of. Not really. It's turned 242, so they're not that bad. Russia still hasn't settled up here either. But China's been crazy with their cities. They've just continued to slap down cities up towards the north. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. Another Japanese settler that will probably go after South America, maybe. There's still Chile or Argentina. But anyways, guys, we'll talk about it in the next video.
Looks like we're going to see even more cities slapped down in the next video. Obviously, the colonization is getting more and more strange. We've got a ton of Europeans that are going to colonize the Sahara Desert. I don't know how it's going to work out for them. I don't think it's going to go very well. Although, I mean, Egypt's all over the place, and Movember seems to be pretty peaceful right now, but that might change. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.